It's Christmas Advent Calendar, day 5. I don't know why this guy is standing way up front because we will not be putting shoes on him today. He still has the shoes on from yesterday. Actually, I switched out the bottom parts to make them even better. Those are some pretty sweet Hot Wheels skate shoes. Okay, so every day I open up the Cocomelon Advent Calendar. There was supposed to be a Bluey Advent Calendar. It didn't show up in time for Christmas. There's a mail strike here in Canada. I open up one Hot Wheels. I've chosen this one. I'll explain in a second. And I think we're going to have a Marvel Hot Wheels skate arc. I was going to sporadically do them, but I think we should keep them together. I've got a Star Wars set too, so you can see there's a full set. That's the full collection. But today we're going to open up this one. This is a funny story for me to acquire this. It was at the dollar store. Then I said, you know what, I don't really like this skate shoe. It's my least favorite skate shoe. I didn't really like it. And then I passed it by, and then they were all sold out at the dollar store, and then I couldn't find it anywhere. Right now, Hot Wheels skate is on sale for $3 in Canada, which is really good because they're usually $5. They're $4 at the dollar store when they show up there. But then I had to go back to Toys R Us and pay for. This one was on clearance, but it was for something. But you can also see that it was open before, or I don't know, or it fell off the package. It doesn't look like it's interrupted, but it was my last opportunity to get the full set. So I'm glad I did. And since it's already opened, I thought I should open it. It kind of would look good with his outfit, but oh yeah, this is the only shoes that I have. I said I was going to open up Cocomelon first because Cocomelon wasn't in the thumbnail, but I'll open up this skate pack first because it's already open. I guess maybe it wasn't open. I think I just pulled it. I think they just secured the loose card, which I kind of like that because then you can collect the card. If the card falls off very easily, then you get a nice pristine card to keep, which I do like to keep my cards, which I probably shouldn't. I like a collector card. Here is the skateboard. This is Ghost Spider, which people seem to like. I am surprised by the views that I do get on my Spidey and His Amazing Friends videos, but I do really like those Hasbro Spidey and Amazing Friends. I was going to open up all of these shoes and the Spidey figures, and I've got some cards that I got from the grocery store, but I did not get around to this video, so we're splitting up all of those things over Christmas, and I will open them all. I don't know about those cards, those collector cards that my grocery store was giving out. They're kind of cool though, so we might want to go through that, but I like how they've done the Marvel sandpaper topping. The grip paper on the top is really cool, and then the art on these is really good. The Star Wars art I love. So I don't usually love the skateboards as much as I love the shoes. But instead of he's gonna be able to wear these super cool Halloween boots for a little bit longer, because today we're gonna try these on. What do we got? One of these. So I got my Big Jim, which has slightly smaller feet than Ken, so we're not going to squeeze in. Right here, you see where the elastic part is on the shoe? That is where it tears, where I tore the first pair that I opened. So I've been careful with every time I get these van-style skate shoes. I've always been super careful putting them on, like this. Again, these come out so you can clip them onto the skateboard, but I like to swap those out. It would be really cool to find a purple color one and slide that in there, and then I could use that black pair in a shoe like that. So yeah, I mix and match my bottoms, and it looks really, really cool to do that sometimes, but you can see that these work really well for Big Jim. And over my 1/6 channel, I've been unrooting all of my DC superhero girls because I like action figures better than dolls, but I do like dolls that, like boy dolls that you can dress up. So it's kind of cool. This is the only body I had that matched the skin tone. So this is what we went with. And you can see that she, because her tinier little feet, she fits into these shoes pretty well. And they're very fitting because she is a, oh wait, oh no, she's DC. These are Marvel. This is sacrilegious. I didn't even realize what was going on. Anyway, she looks great without her hair. She's like a little troll doll now, even though troll dolls have hair. All right, so the special toy that I'm opening today is some kind of it's so funny, everything that I'm opening today is really, really cool, but I'm opening the most uncoolest version of these things. So I'm assuming that this is a descendant of Indiana Jones, and they have the rights and everything, and they're not just because, look at the hat and everything, and it seems to be like some kind of like safari kind of like exploration kind of you know, I think you know where I'm going with this. She definitely looks like Indiana Jones. Now, this style of figure is great. This set is worthless. Like when I Googled or when I check on eBay for what this is worth, it's not worth anything. Like I can't make any money. Like there have been other sets like this that I had to sell. There have been. This is Just Play, and I love Just Play. It was originally what PJ Masks was made by Just Play, until Hasbro took over the license, bought the cartoon studio, and took over the license. But these figures are a little bigger than the other PJ Masks figures. Speaking of Hasbro and DC, Hasbro. Oh wait, does Hasbro do Marvel? Or Hasbro do DC? No, Hasbro does the Spidey, so does Marvel. Mattel does DC. That's Mattel. It's hard to keep these straight. These toy companies keep, it keeps changing hands, who gets to do what property. But these original figures are so cool and so cute and a little bigger than the other ones I have. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use one of these existing boxes. This is another different toy line from PJ Masks. These are Flugels. I forget what the name of the other set I had. I had another set just like this, but it was worth $50, so I sold it on eBay. This is worth nothing, so we're opening it. And I guess that says a lot about my toy collecting, is that I do like to collect the toys that nobody else wants, which is endearing. But it also has to be cute. I don't want anything that doesn't speak to me at the same time. So you can see that the artwork is really cute. I've never seen Netflix's Ridley Jones. I should probably look it up. I am never, push these things, but I'm not watching YouTube Kid or Netflix Kids. Space monkeys have always been a huge favorite of mine. I mean, monkeys in general, but when they're space, I also don't know if they're going to fit into the compartments. And the other set I had was some kind of, something based in India, I believe, or that's like an Indian family, and they're, I don't know, they look really cool. The figures weren't made the same though. They were kind of more solid plastic, like they had like just a bend at the waist. They were a little more babyish, and these ones really match my PJ Masks collection, so I am happy about that. We got a little rubber, the hat is a little rubber hat to go with it, and Ridley apparently is a girl, and she's got a ponytail, and she's got a really cute outfit on. I like that the legs are moving independently. I don't like that there's not a ball joint or a outward movement. The arms just twist around, they don't go outward, which I think that normally with these other Just Play figures, I could be mistaken. Oh yeah, no, I'm correct. They did usually go out and around, so I kind of like that joint for also keeping them in these boxes. I guess I'm gonna, I don't know, I looked what I had available. Oh, they fit in here nicely with the collection, but I I've been looking through all of these different ones that I had to find a place so I don't have to start a new box. But I am kind of filled up, and I didn't want to put the Ridley ones in the space section. Then we've got this. Do I have any Safari PJ Masks? Check out this. Check out these Just Play figures. I love having my toys in these cases because it really lets me flip through and see what I have and really appreciate my collection. So I've been doing that a lot, and we're going to see that in a second when we get to Hot Wheels too. But no, you know what? I'm going to have to grab one of the new boxes. I mean, maybe I can push these over. I can put their accessories in with them in their containers, and then I probably have room. But let's just look at what we got here. Right, this. Oh, I do. I like that they have all of these accessories. I like this. Hold on. Oh no, I don't need to get a box today. I don't have to show you me putting them in a box. I showed you her. Her hat goes on nicely. The rubber kind of keeps it into place, even though it is just kind of loose, which is kind of cool too, because Indiana Jones used to lose his hat all the time. Maybe her hat is blowing off all the time too. Can she hold it in her hand? No, but she does have two gripping hands, it appears, for some kind of accessories. I haven't seen any other sets. They must have made other play sets and vehicle sets. They do that. But this is kind of a special collector figure set. Usually when Just Play makes figures in boxes like this, they're not articulated. They're just like a collector set that are on stands and you can take them out, and they're just static figures. But it's really cool to see that these are like exactly like my favorite Just Play toys of all time. I guess let me get out a Gecko because he's my favorite character. They really do fit in nicely with the characters. Now she is some kind of mummy. She's got a rubber skirt, which is very similar to what is her name? Luna Girl. Sorry. Had to turn off the kettle. I forgot that I turned that on. All right, so yes, we got a crown, and she's like a mummy, an Egyptian god. Well, an Egyptian mummy. Anyway, oh, good. There was a little thing on her face, but it came off. Rubber skirt again, super cool. I like how her legs are all bandaged up, and she's got high top sneakers on. She's like a cool kid, yet she's an ancient artifact mummy coolness girl. I mean, that's really cool. I didn't realize in the package how cool she was. And then I love a Safari character. Don't necessarily like the colors of her clothes and her weird camo pants. That's the weirdest camo. Where's she blending in with that stuff on? Maybe in the water. She's cute though, so cool. Descendant of Indiana. And then we've got a dodo bird. Oh, I guess maybe we do talk. This got to be a dodo bird. And really, really cute and cool. Does it say their names? Oh yeah, this is Dudley. And this is Fred. So Fred, I was worried about not fitting into the box. Let's bring over this box and see if he does fit in here, because then that changes my collector value if I can't keep them in there. I think I'm going to be able to put him in there. I mean, he's got a pretty big bum, but I think he might fit in there. He's not fitting in that way. Just roll him around until I fit. I mean, I do have, yeah, I can close the lid. His ear is pressing against the plastic, but it's working. I like that I can put my whole collection into one of these collector boxes. I was a little worried about it. Fred's back seat, that's its bum. His head does not move. He is a static figure, but he doesn't have a base plate, which is what we like in a toy. Base plates take away from the playing possibilities. So that's Fred, a bull cow guy or bison. What is Fred? Do you know? Let me know in the comments below. And then, last but not least, okay, this is Ismat, by the way. That's her name. And then we did know that her name was Ridley. Can Ridley wear Ismat's crown? Yes, she can. They can switch places. Cool. I bet you he'll look good in the hat. Cute. And then, lastly, Peaches. Ridley and Friends is what it says there. Peaches. Does Peaches have articulation? No. Peaches has kind of a bad paint job right there on the side of the face. Maybe I might try taking a little bit of acetone. I think it's, no, I gotta be, oh, his head. Yeah, I think his head is sculpted in brown, so I should be able to maybe remove that little, I mean, I should probably just leave it. A little, not as cute as the cartoon, as the drawing. That's cute, but it's still pretty cute and definitely tiny enough to fit in my box. Very, very cute backpack. I love a space monkey. So it seems really, really cool. The storylines that would be going on in this, because we do have all of these aspects of, if this is in fact a dodo bird, I know that this is a monkey that's traveled through space, and then he's the future, she's the past. And then we've got nature. And we've got nature. So it seems like it is exploring, kind of. Maybe she's the new Dora Explorer of recent years. I don't know, but these two figures, these are standout figures, and they work so well with my PJ Masks collection. Now they look like they're a little shorter. They're kids, because let's bring out Catboy, because he's the big boy, and see how Gecko is a little shorter. So these kids are, I mean, that is a good scale, boy, girl, even though girls are usually taller when they're younger. But yeah, cute, cool. Cute, really fun to play with those figures. I'm happy to have those in my collection. And then we got all these bonus pets, which surprisingly my favorite turned out to be Dudley. I would have thought that way, and then I love that he can fit into my case, and I think I can fit him in better. Alright, let's go to Cocomelon, which I said I was going to open first because I didn't put Cocomelon in the thumbnail. And it's the only official advent calendar that we're opening this year, which keeps making me upset. And I'm looking for door number 5. Oh, and it's a big one. What will it be? I'm thinking it's a character. Is my guess. I thought it was going to be Coco, but it's a sister. Okay, here she is. I do have a couple. Do I have a couple, or do I just have one variety of her? And I don't have my scissors. Which, how did I get this far? And I actually do have, but it's not as easily accessed. Alright, here we go. I have this whole set, so here she is. But I am quite curious to see if they used exactly the same mold. They just Christmased her up. That doesn't make these figures very versatile. Again, like always, they don't have movable arms. They just have a movable waist. They just can bend and sit down, which is cute. They have a head that turns, but their arms are stuck in place. But let's see this. So yes, they used exactly the same mold. They just colored her up differently in a different outfit, which, you know, it's fun to get things at Christmas time in Christmas special outfits, but you can't really play with this unless it's Christmas time. Well, I guess you can. I mean, it's kind of silly to be wearing Christmas outfits in the regular times of the year. So, but that being said, I do have a box right here, and I've been putting them this way. So this is Cocomelon's grandmother is apparently Mrs. Santa Claus. So she's in the box. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna skip the places and then fill it in. We never got her at Christmas. I just filled her. I had an extra figure that I didn't have a spot for, as you can see. So I stuck her, the school teacher, into position number 2. And then we've got other things, and anything else I'm going to stick under the tree as a Christmas gift. This is the best skateboard. These are all the things that we've opened throughout the year. What can I stick under the tree? We're going to have to stick one of Ridley's things under the tree. You know what? You know what we're doing? We're putting Space Monkey. We're putting him under the tree. That's what we're choosing from today's opening. So we're going to have at least 24 things under the tree at some point. What a great Christmas. So many great things. We're not done yet. There's still the Hot Wheels. Let's remove these two guys. Let's put this stuff away. My Cocomelon Christmas character collection. Say that fast. Oh, I think I'm gonna we'll have to start a new line. Instead of putting them in order, I started putting them in order of day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and you can see how I took out the bottoms of day 4 and put them in here, and then the day 3 I stole the black ones to make his sneakers even cooler. But at least that helps me keep track. But I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that's what we'll have to do. We'll put the DC together, and then we'll do Star Wars at some point during the holidays. But let's open up this car. So I really love the art cars. Very often I am drawn to buy those, and they're like really unusual and weird, and that's the cars that I like the most with Hot Wheels. But this one I'm kind of disappointed. But now that I'm seeing my collector case collection, see, the alternative doesn't come in the reverse color, and that's what I was expecting to, because you can see that this van is very similar to the same style, and I was kind of excited when this one was announced, but when they put out the new one, guess what? It's turquoise or something. It's some kind of green or blue, if I remember correctly. This is kind of cool. Look, I got some Day of the Dead cars. These are really cool ones because the shell comes off. And some of my favorite cars, which I'm going to have to do a favorite car Hot Wheels update, because I really have sorted out which ones are my favorite. But the shell comes off on these ones, which is excellent. But I love having that in 2 different shades. Look at this. Cool black and white Day of the Dead car. But then I've also mixed in, I guess this is just a kind of a miscellaneous. I love the crushed cars too. They're so good. But so I didn't have enough black and white cars. I guess this was kind of temporary. I didn't have enough cases at the time, and I kind of think that this is my black and white box, and maybe have somewhere, and I put my black and white Braille or silver. It can be black, white, and silver, because the Braille car is pretty cool too, and kind of fits into that motif when I choose. But as this is, it would look pretty cool cool if I got the colored version of this and stuck it in this case, and then we could fill it up. But what I'm hoping one day is all 4 of these cars, these solid colored, what do you call that? Derby cars, smashed up crushed cars. These all come in 4 different colors, and I mean they also come in deco. I think I got all the deco ones, at least the ones that were released in the play line, like the individual card play line. But I think one day I might actually acquire the other 4 colored versions of those. So we gotta make space for those. Anyway, this is a really cool car. It's a '57 Chevy. It's like the most iconic car that ever existed. I mean, I think that is quite an arguable statement. '57 Chevy, beautiful car. It is a simple deco, but at the same time, really cool and special. I think these spell out something when you collect all of the art cars from the year. 6 of 10, and really, really cool. What did this one have? This one has an, I guess it's the N is the letter that this one is on it. But I guess I'll stick that in here, and I'll think about it. I'll think about, will I get the '57 Chevy, or will I just find another cool, or will I find lots more? We'll take those out and put them in another place. Find lots more black and white, and maybe silver cars. This year was a big year for chrome, nickel, unpainted cars, and they are some of my favorite to collect too. I guess we could start a whole, kind of the Zamak thing. If you know, you know. All right, have we opened up everything? We did the skate shoes, we did Cocomelon, we did our special toy, we did the skateboard, we opened everything. It's the end. It's the end of today. I almost didn't do today's video. Did I tell you this already? Or no, I didn't almost. I almost decided not to add an extra toy, and then I thought I would do an extra video on top of this one. I don't have time. I have 2 other channels where I'm making videos, but I think that's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen today. Today would be the day, because I have more time, but I don't have any time. But there's some special things that I want to review over Christmas that I can't fit in. Like, this video is long enough that I can't fit into this time. So they deserve dedicated videos, and maybe I'll throw 1 or 2 in, maybe 5 or 6 or 12 in over the next 20 days. All right, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll be back tomorrow for day 6. Open up some more cool toys that I love. Until then.